I don't think you can be made of trash and not be in trash.
Party rockin', as some would say.
I made a horrible nightmare.
But a fascinating question nonetheless.
You guys want to watch Limitless sometime?
You guys want to do this?
I haven't answered. It's so good and dumb.
Time to get math blasted.
Zoom is not a gentle lover, and you know that.
I also was trying to think of a boat horn joke.
What if Zoom just wants to give you soft kisses?
My note of Weezer song name puns.
I'm good for the slop.
I popped in. It's such a weird time.
I feel like we've done that already.
The time wasn't is, it was when.
Let's do this. All right, here we go.
Hello and welcome to Debate This, the show where no one is right, but someone is definitely wrong. In this show, we take time out of our busy adult lives to talk about comic books, video games, and how we can only hope that the 9th year of this podcast lives up to all the hype that other famous 9th entries of an IP have set. Which, you may be asking, where are those high water marks? Well,
Scrubs.
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, yeah, everybody's
the Rise of Skywalker
and everybody's favorite season of Scrubs.
Yep.
The Office.
The final season of The Office, famously great and loved by all the fans.
Yeah.
Fast 9 of the Fast Saga.
Oh, that's a good one, I think.
That is legitimately our high water mark, I think.
Yeah.
Is Futurama's season 9 any good?
You'll have to ask someone who watched it.
Yeah. I didn't pay for Bufu or whatever that was on.
Yeah, it was B on Frubu.
Two others I would throw out that actually I think might be good. Now That's What I Call Music Volume 9. That did have hits like Raise Up by P.D. Pablo, which is a banger.
Oh.
That's quite the pull. Of all the songs on Now That's What I Call Music 9,
That's the
you
one
went
you
with
did.
P.D. Pablo.
Yeah, I didn't feel like
What's
going
that
with
song
lights,
go
camera,
like?
action, Mr. Cheeks, Matt. So I had to pick something.
What's the PD Pablo song go like? I can't remember.
North Carolina, come on, raise up. I can't sing more or we'd get
We'll get
copyright
demonetized.
struck.
Well, what are we if not the P.D. Pablo of podcasts?
Last thing I was going to say, William Henry Harrison, 9th president.
Hey,
that's a good one.
That's the town I grew up in is named after.
Fun fact, he only served in office for 32 days.
Yep,
right.
he sure did. He died because he did a 4-hour speech in the rain at his inauguration and then died.
Kyle, we call that an 80% speed run. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, new year, new me. Am I right, guys?
Ugh.
New year, new trauma.
Yeah. Certainly knew something.
Kyle said that holding up the biggest beer.
Yeah, full beer.
It is a normal.
medium.
It is a normal sized beer.
It's a medium beer.
Well, 2026 is just a new opportunity to get some things right. You know, we here at Debate This HQ, we're committed to continue providing the top tier services that we were founded on so long ago. Insert services here. And we've made a habit of starting off each year by tackling what is typically a major issue that will just help make our world a better place. Everything from, deciding the premier N64 controller color to identifying what is hands down the best Tetris piece. No challenge is too big for the C-suite here at DT HQ.
Our R&D department gets bought out for these kinds of projects all the time. And
Yeah.
we kill it. Every year, we knock it out of the park.
Well, and I like that you framed this as our humanitarian effort, too. Like, this is the letter that Bill Gates writes at the end of every year.
Yeah.
I almost took time to list all the various ventures we've been on, and then somewhere along I think we fought off zombies at one point. I was like, I've lost the plot, and I can't do all that. In a year that is almost certainly going to see the costs of video games go higher and higher, looking at you, GTA 6, which is rumored to be like over $100 when it comes out. I'll just say your friends here at Debate This are going to set the standard right out of the gate. We're going to get it right. We're going to set the standard. We are going to release this year a brand new budget-friendly Pokemon game. That's right. That's what we're doing.
No one's ever released a Pokemon game under budget on the cheap. That's wild.
Bells and whistles? Not here. You get nothing. You get 2 dimensions. You don't get a third dimension.
2D side-scrolling Pokemon would go kind of hard, though.
That's what the people have been saying for 22 years.
You have the opportunity to pitch that game.
Yeah, you can change it.
Give me 10 minutes and then we can do this again.
Just have him go third. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. Presenting their bold visions for a Pokemon game that won't break the bank this year are Kyle, Michael Jordan Harper, Andrew Drew Breeze Henderson, and Matt Adam Sandler Cole. Gentlemen, it is up to you to help the nerds out there. Pitch me a new budget-friendly Pokemon. You may be wondering who these names are attributed to. Of course, they are famous nines. We'll go backwards here. Adam Sandler was born September 9th.
Much like us, and much like Pokemon, the 9th iteration of their work is the best.
It's the best one. Yeah.
Drew Brees is, of course, number 9, and Michael Jordan was once number 9 in the Olympics. You know, the famous basketball number.
Calling Michael Jordan number 9 is really upsetting.
Matt, I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone remembers number 9 Michael Jordan's historic Olympics run.
Yeah.
No one associates Michael Jordan with any other number. That would be crazy.
Yeah. And what is Drew Brees if not the Michael Jordan of football?
That's
right.
That's why he's number 9.
That's what they call him.
He said, I want to be Michael Jordan of football. Anyway, moving on. Let's get it going just right out the gate here. Since we certainly cannot afford Pikachus, Charmanders, Squirtles, Bulbasaurs, etc., give me the pitch for your new starting 3, and which one of these will be the poster Pokemon for all the marketing. And also, while you're at it, why don't you give us the name for your Pokemon game? We'll go ahead and start off with Kyle.
Yeah, Todd. So, like you said, we do not have the budget for the normal starter types. If you think we can give you a water, fire, or grass type on the budget we are trying to clear, you have lost your mind. So we are going with Pokemon that are going to be a little more commonly found, or give you a little more bang for your buck, and are going to be a little hardier and easy to heal up. So starting off, we have Flabébé. I want everyone to look here. Flabébé is a fairy type Pokemon. It looks like a bunch of flowers, because you know what you can go out and do for free anytime? Go pick some wildflowers.
Is Flabébé the most fun Pokemon name to say?
It's up there.
It's certainly up there.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a level of whimsy.
Flabébé canonically started the war.
What?
Yeah, the great Pokemon
Oh yeah,
War
that's true. It was
because of a Flabébé.
Yeah.
Canonically.
Is this like a Franz Ferdinand was eating in the wrong cafe kind of thing? Like, what are we doing here?
That's right.
This is canonical to the cutscene in Pokemon XY. Yeah.
When Flabébé was assassinated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then years later, a band named Flabébé wrote a song called Take Me Out.
Yep.
Yep.
So Flabébé is our first one. Now, Todd, the important thing we want to keep with the starters is the like rock, paper, scissors relationship of types. So moving around that circle of strengths and weaknesses, we're going to go to our next Pokemon, which is Clink. Now, Clink is not as commonly found or easy to go out and just grab like Flabébé is, but what Clink has going for it is that it is easy to repair. It is the Toyota of Pokemon. I want everyone. Has everyone seen Clink?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's just a little gear.
It's just two gears. Two gears and a face. And you know what,
Those
Matt?
2 gears aren't even connected. How do we know that's the same thing?
Can I? I would actually hold on. I want to challenge you on. It's the easiest to repair. Give us a little bit more. What do you mean by that?
It's just 2 gears, Andrew. If you go out,
Just saying it again isn't proving anything.
Let me finish the thought, Andrew. If you go out and battle with your Clink, it takes some damage. The one of the gears gets messed up. You can just you don't have to go to a Pokemon Center. You can just
put some WD-40 on it.
Just a little bit of elbow grease. Hammer out those dents, and you got yourself a perfectly fine Pokemon ready to battle again.
The idea of hammering out a sentient creature is pretty good.
I need to take my Clink to the vet to be hammered.
Yeah. Or you can just do it.
My tea.
Or Matt, you could just pull up your bootstraps and do it yourself and save a little money.
It is something you
The
can do
last
for
time
free.
I was hammering my own Clink, I got in trouble, Kyle.
You can't do that in 23 states.
Jesus.
And Todd, the last Pokemon starter Pokemon we're going to run with here to round out our trio is Mankey. And Mankey is on this list for the same reason Flabébé is. It's pretty easy to find. And I know you're all wondering, Kyle, the streets are not littered with angry monkeys ready to fight you at the slightest provocation. And I challenge you all with, have you ever met a toddler? Just any random toddler? I rest my case.
I mean, yeah.
They do run at you like a Mankey is kind of positioned, like hands in the air, just
Hands
kind of
up,
swinging.
just swinging.
Yeah.
And they have those weird brow, like those weird brow lines, like the red brackets on their forehead. So,
Yeah.
you're right.
They've got a cloven foot with only 2 toes.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't grow those other 3 toes until like you're 9 or 10.
That is true.
Till you're a primate, basically.
When you become a primate, you get your other toes.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got Flabebe, Clink, Mankey. Do you have a name for your Pokemon game?
Oh, Todd, I'm glad I do, and I'm glad you asked. This is going to be Pokemon Standard Issue, because all of these are just things you can go out and find yourself or fix up yourself. They're just some good old Standard Issue Pokemon.
Real kind of everyman's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. I can't get over the amount of whimsy in Flabebe, and I'll be leaving that tab open because that's fun. Andrew, what do you got?
Yeah, so Todd, we've taken a lot of the feedback from the last few generations of Pokemon. As we all know, Pokemon's been a little bit formulaic, even the latest iteration.
To be clear, we debate this not the company that is
specifically
making.
my design team.
Yeah. Not to be clear,
Example.
the people that have been putting out the games are not listening.
That's a good point. Yes, thank you. And Todd, my design team has decided that it's time to take this franchise in a different direction. Now, everyone knows what the most memorable, important, crucial part of a Pokemon game is. No, it's not the catching of the Pokemon. It's not the collecting. It's not the exploration. It's the narrative.
Famously.
Is it now?
Famously.
Yeah,
It is.
famously top-notch stories every Pokemon
Prove me
game.
otherwise. 3 seconds of pause. We're moving on. So we're gonna use this opportunity to make this next entry a much more sweeping narrative experience. So let me just paint the picture. The game's gonna begin, as always, by introducing the main character, a tween-aged, aspiring Pokemon trainer. Now, except instead of loading into a small town consisting of the region's only Pokemon lab and just one other tween that your age, who will ultimately become your rival, you're gonna start in a farm populated entirely of Pokemon. Very cute, very whimsical, right? There are Ponyta and Mudbray tied up outside the barn. We see a group of Miltank grazing on the grass in the distance. A couple Lillipup run by, herding the Wooloo. Those are all Pokemon.
I can't prove that they aren't.
Yeah.
So you walk into the barn where you see your alcoholic father passed out in the back corner. He's got
Oh, no.
He's got red hoof marks all over his face and chest.
Oh no.
There you see 3 pig Pokemon, all standing at attention, looking as though they've been waiting for your arrival. Behind them is a raised green flag made from your mom's tablecloth with a makeshift hood and horns drawn on it. The Swinub walks forward. We see a text box that shows up. This is a Piloswine. This is the evolved version of Piloswine. This name is Old Major. Greetings. I do apologize for the brutal display, but there was no better way to ensure the message was received. You see, your father, Mr. Jones, is a nasty, nasty man, and we animals here have decided to break the bonds of oppression. Effective immediately, we are assuming control of this farm and declaring all animals to be free and equal.
Perfect.
A Lechonk appears. He walks up next, and we see the text box says, Snowball. You were always nice to us, and so we're giving you the chance to escape before things get complicated. So the main character, aspiring trainer, says nothing, ... and walks off screen. But we don't follow the trainer. No, we stay in the barn, and we see a third pig Pokemon. This is the Spoink. Walk forward and look at the Lechonk. This is Napoleon.
Andrew,
Napoleon
if you land this plane,
Wait, Kyle, let him go. I don't know where he's going, and
Napoleon says,
I do.
hooks
I
in my
got
mouth.
it.
You are always too soft on them. I hope this oversight does not come back to betray us later. We fade out and we fade onto the title screen. Pokemon Farm.
Great.
All right.
I mean, listen, I didn't ask for an Animal Farm remake, and I do love all of this. The one bit of disbelief I was unable to suspend is you said the Spoink walks up. I don't think that thing
He
walks
spoinks.
anywhere.
He spoings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My only complaint the whole entirety of this pitch you just gave was when you said 3 pigs walk up and only 2 of the pigs in their first evolution actually have feet. One of them kind of slides on the ground, and the other one, as you said, spoinks up.
Swinub has feet. He's just built. He's just built low to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of slimes down. He just kind of.
I don't think that's it.
He just kind of over.
I stand by what I said. Okay, so Pokemon Farm.
Yep.
You know what, Andrew? I get it. I see the vision. What is more American than the book that we all read in high school that started to like, what's the word I want?
Finish that thought, Todd.
That started to kind of tap on the glass of like, how does society think about things?
How else are the children going to learn about the fall of the Tsar?
There you go. I'm going to pass the ball to Matt. Matt, please don't give me Pokemon Lord of the Flies. That's what I can't handle today.
No, certainly not.
No, he's giving you Pokemon 1984.
Pokemon Tuesdays with Maury. Going to keep naming all the things I read in high school.
Guys, don't ruin my second answer.
No, my school didn't even read Animal Farm, so
books.
Who books anyway? Look, budget. We can do budget. Budget's great, man. Like, I am all about the idea of budget Pokemon, and I think we've found a great way to do it. And it's still going to maintain that triadic relationship that is so integral to starter Pokemon. You know, you need a 1, a 2, and a 3, a rock, a paper, and a scissor. We got an air, an earth, and a sea. Now that's pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. We've got
the storyline of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
Well, okay. Don't take my second answer, Andrew.
Don't read ahead, Andrew.
We've got an air, earth, and sea situation, perhaps inspired by my personal favorite Pokemon game a little bit, yes, but also a budget version. And let me walk you through. I'm not going to set a scene for you or take you to some crazy farm where you wake up with no memory. No, I want to tell you about things that you see every day, Todd, because what we are going to do to keep this game on budget is we're going to harness the world around us. Kind of like Kyle was doing, except I don't have to convince you that there are monkeys in the street, because we're not doing that. What we're doing is
Matt's never met a toddler.
We got birds, spiders, and fish. The 3 most readily available animal groups that everybody knows exists all over the place all the time. Bird, spider, fish. We've got Tailo, that's a bird. We've got Spinarak, that's a spider. And we've got Goldeen, that's a fish. 1 if by earth, 2 if by land, 3 if by sea. That's not
what
how that worked out.
That's what
going.
Paul Revere called a triad. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yep, exactly. And I do think it's important to say that the postermon of our series will, of course, be Spinarak, because what is more common than a spider? They're everywhere. You're never more than like 5 feet away from them. Or that's what the kids in my middle school used to tell me.
There's more ants than spiders.
Or like dogs.
Anyway, this is Pokemon
Flowers.
readily available.
All right.
What I love most about this, I do love this. What I love most about it is like, out of your 3 options, if someone's like, go find me some birds, you're like, I can go outside, I can look for birds, I'll clock them immediately. Someone says, go look for fish. Okay, there's a body of water kind of close to me. I know where to go find a fish. Someone says, go find me some spiders. And immediately I'm like, well, I know they're here. I just can't see them.
I do appreciate that we've all picked the most mundane Pokemon.
Yeah.
Collectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No lamps or keys, but you know, we can respect that you majority
Those
pick.
cost money, Todd.
That's true. Gears just find in the street.
Yeah.
Just go out to my car
hammer
and get
'em.
some gears, and then hammer out all the dents.
Yeah, there you go. Then you
Are you telling me that just any gears, like if I put any two gears together, that's a clink?
Well, you have to believe hard enough too, man.
Oh, okay, got it.
And give him some googly eyes.
No, I think Matt might have something here, because if the Pokemon logic is that there are no just like dogs, there's no golden retrievers,
Correct.
they're all Pokemon dogs.
Yeah.
Logic does dictate two gears that lock together might get winky eyes.
Every machine is a series of sentient clinks.
I don't think logic does dictate that. I
No,
don't.
because as soon as they release a toilet Pokemon, we're gonna have effectively a Flintstone situation.
There's a dishwasher Pokemon.
Fuck you, Kyle.
There is a dishwasher Pokemon. Every car is a rev room.
Okay.
And there is canonically a van in the first Pokemon. That is technically a rev room.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Well,
canonically.
I like this.
you're welcome.
As with all video game releases, we're going to have to make a product that mostly somewhat works, but also is done as cheaply as possible. So go ahead and tell me, what cost-saving measures are you going to employ in your game? What features of the mainline Pokemon games are we going to cut to save money? And are you replacing them with anything, or are you just kind of leaving it as is?
Yeah, Todd. So in Pokemon Standard Issue, we are doing away with the third dimension. 3-dimension Pokemon games, they aren't working.
Too many dimensions.
Too many dimensions. We're going back to 2D, and we're passing those savings right on to the consumer there. So that's number one.
Now, I can't help but notice that not 15 minutes ago, I did say that a 2D Pokemon game would be a great idea.
We may never know.
You're not the only person who's had that thought, Matt.
I now
said it
wait for both
first.
Andrew and Matt to also say they're cutting one of the dimensions off for budgetary reasons.
Next, Todd, to help save money, we're going to trim the Pokedex down. I don't know if you know this. The Pokedex, with the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, has
Kyle,
climbed.
Can I guess at the number before you say it?
Sure, because I don't
you're not
have the
gonna get it.
exact number, but go ahead.
Kyle, is it more than 700 Pokemon?
Todd,
Buddy.
we passed 700 about two generations ago.
Yeah,
Kyle, is it
literally
more
years
than
ago.
1,000 Pokemon?
It is, in fact, more than 1,000 Pokemon.
Too many Pokemon.
I'd say we're probably around the 1,300 mark, if I had to guess.
We're not that far.
No, it's 1,025 is our
Still.
current number of Pokemon.
Is that with ZA?
Yes, it is with
Okay.
ZA. There are 1,025 unique Pokemon species.
There are, I recognize 151 stars on this flag.
And
that's
Todd, that is what we are
Sucks.
returning. That is what we are returning to in Pokemon Standard Issue. We are slimming the National Pokedex down to 150. Now, that is going to exclude a lot of players' favorite Pokemon from the main game. And we are going to make those Pokemon available to players as paid DLC.
Sure.
So if you want your favorite Pokemon, you just have to wait for the DLC to release, buy a Pokemon Gotcha token,
You monster.
and hope it comes out. And then you get your Pokemon, your favorite Pokemon, probably for the cost of one Gotcha token.
You've said a lot of inflammatory things in this shit. That might be the most offensive thing you've ever said.
Well, if you really want it, you just need to buy it second hand off the market. Like, it's smarter if you want a specific Pokemon to like, don't buy the packs, buy the singles.
Buy
Yeah.
singles.
You gotta
Yeah.
buy Pokemon as singles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awesome if Pokemon games were just like opening up packs of little animals and then being like, I'll keep these 3?
It would be pretty cool. That's what I'm saying.
Literally what kind
Well,
Andrew's getting that anime
I got the brackets.
stress bracket on his
I got
forehead.
the primate brackets.
I almost like the thought better of, say there's, like you said, 1,025 Pokemon, sitting down with someone and being like, I'm going to give you 10 Pokemon, you get to keep 1. That's it. The other 9 in the garbage. Choose.
Gone.
Here it is. And if you choose 2 out of this 10, the next 10 I'm going to show them to you and throw them all away.
If you could travel back in time and tell that to my parents when I was 11, it would have changed the course of my life. Probably for the better. Yeah.
For the different.
For
for
the different.
the different.
For the different.
Yeah, slimming down on Pokemon, allowing people to buy DLC, that makes sense. 3, 3 dimensions. Too many dimensions.
Too many
is what
dimensions.
I've been saying for years.
Yeah.
Back to 2D sprites. We don't need to animate a whole third dimension.
Mm-mm. No, I love this. That's good. That's not only cost saving. That's revenue generation on the back end, Kyle. That's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
What about you, Andrew?
So we've done a lot of research. Part of my design team's discovery phase was doing some research into what the kids are doing these days. Now, I know that this costs a little money. I have an answer. Bear with me. And after our discovery, we learned a lot. First, we learned kids are watching a lot of YouTube and streamers. Like, they're watching other people.
Your team needed to tell you that?
They did.
That's what you're spending the R&D money on, bro?
Well,
Yeah, Andrew learned that he needs to pivot to video.
Yeah, we need to pivot to video. They're watching people to talking to them, selling them blind boxes, like how we watched cartoons that were selling us merch tie-ins that were also blind boxes. Now, second, and more importantly, we learned through extensive surveys and on-the-street interviews that the kids just aren't reading that much these days.
This is my surprised face. My surprised face is on camera right now.
I know. So, but again, this money went to a good cause because we've devised a solution. The one thing, the very thing that's going to save this next generation. Just like our generation had the Wishbone series, we need a way to introduce the kids to classical literature through friendly faces and easy to understand means. Therefore, we are going to partner with PBS to release Pokemon Farm as the next generation of Wishbone likes.
Better hurry up, Andrew. PBS might not be around for very much
It's
longer.
already happened. We already have the money. It's fine. With this partnership, not only are we able to offload some of the more challenging development costs onto PBS, but by following the story of George Orwell's Animal Farm verbatim, that gives us a complete A to Z narrative available in the public sphere. So we've got our story locked down already, and we don't have to pay any royalties because it's Animal Farm. Look for more exciting entries in the Pokemon Wishbone collection, much like A Tail Whip of Two Cities.
Okay.
I see what we're doing here. All right.
Yeah.
Lord of the Cutie Flies. The Grapes of Poliwrath.
I like that one. I
Actually,
like that
really
one.
good.
Little Mouse Hold on the Prairie. And Gotta Catch 'Em in the Rye.
Yeah, that's the one. That's a good one.
Good.
Yep. That's it.
I'm just taking it in. I love that.
Outside of the bit, I think we need a new Wishbone.
No, we do. We do need
I think that is the answer.
Yeah.
I think Wishbone could save us.
The kids need a wishbone. A wishbone like.
We don't have a Wishbone right now, but we have a Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel is kind of carrying a lot of the load, and I think
Miss Rachel's a little bit younger though. I think didn't Wishbone skew to like a 10-year, like an 8 to 10?
Yeah. Wishbone was more
Like Scholastic Book Fair age.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what we need.
what I was going to say is a Wishbone could really alleviate some of the emotional burden that I think Miss Rachel is currently carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a Miss Rachel to Wishbone like pipeline, as it were.
Grapes of Poliwrath is very good. I do love this. I can see your vision of why you've done what you've done. Matt, what do you got? How are we saving money?
Yeah. Like I said, Todd, this is Pokemon readily available. And so we're going to use what we have readily available. Like I said, our 3 starter Pokemon, Talos, Spinarak, Goldeen. You might notice, unlike your traditional starting Pokemon, these Pokemon only evolve once. That's right. No more double evolutions, just a single evolution. And you cut a whole evolution out of the budget. Do you know how much money you save there? On the effects alone. It's crazy. Anyway, obviously we're going back to 2D. That was equally established earlier. But what I think is going to be really different about Pokemon readily available is going to be the way the Pokédex works. See, we analyzed all of the previous games and we took some time to see where are players spending their time. What are they interacting with? What do they care about? And what we discovered is nobody's ever read a Pokédex entry. Nobody knows what those are. Nobody cares. So we're just going to take it out. And instead, we're going to give you like a photo album and we're going to call it a Pokedex. And when you see any nature, you can just take a picture of it and add it to your Pokedex because it's readily available. And it's probably a Pokemon. You don't know that it isn't.
Matt, this is just Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, it might be Pokemon Snap.
Okay, guys, I like 2 Pokemon games, and it's Pokemon Sapphire and Pokemon Snap. Leave me alone. That's what I have. And Pokemon Pinball too, but that's not really a Pokemon game. It's more of a pinball game. Anyway, I'm pitching you a back to the basics Pokemon game. Single evolution. The Pokemon you see in the street. You don't need to go to the moon or open up a car or check your trash or whatever these new Pokemon games are doing. It's just animals in the woods, man. And some of them are bugs, and some of them are birds, and some of them are fish, and there's probably not a 4th type.
What's very fun is if you just added in Muppets and Trauma, you'd actually have bug snacks.
I've not played a Pokemon game in a long time. I'm asking this question outside of the bit from what Matt said, and maybe one of you, like 3, can help me. Do you find Pokemon in the trash? I just need to know if you find Pokemon in the trash.
Yeah, I'd actually like to unpack that one in particular.
I was literally just thinking of Trubbish and Garbodor. That's
Oh, okay.
There's a Pokemon made of trash.
There's a Pokemon within the trash because the trash is the Pokemon.
Is he in the trash or is he? I think he is the trash.
Could be both.
Could be both.
I think he has to be both.
Yeah.
He has to be both.
I don't think
Muck
you
is
can
in
be
a pile
made of
of
trash and not be in trash.
Like if you undid his little bag, his insides would spill out and he'd be dead.
Like Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie. Yep. We all got it. Okay.
Yeah,
we see.
We got there.
Popping
We got
around
there.
here.
Like the eye from Hercules.
Pokemon games. So back to this. Pokemon games are known obviously for their incredibly thematic locations. The towns, they are always notable through some major feature that you see. The gym owners are eccentric. They have these archetypes that you see. We have to cut costs way, way back because we obviously cannot afford the creatives to design a detailed volcano layer. And we definitely don't have budget money available for an overly elaborate puzzle. Like, we don't have that. We can't do it. So what are some of the locations in your new Pokemon game, and what kind of gym leaders can we expect there?
Yeah, Todd. So to help cut down costs, we are just going to make our gyms places you would expect a fight to break out. So we're talking places like behind your local bar, your neighborhood 7-Eleven, your neighborhood Waffle House. These are all going to be gym locations. And I think we all have a good idea of what the gym leaders are going to be like at these places. Waffle House is, of course, going to be a fairy type Pokemon gym leader with all the confectionery Pokemon that are fairy type. Just makes sense. Behind your 7-Eleven, that's going to be a poison water type combo to go with the Slurpee theme. The alley behind your local bar, rock type, because
that's what alleys are made out of.
Yeah, alleys are made out of
Nailed it.
stone. Landed it. Got there. Perfect. And the puzzles you'll have to solve are going to be like, you have to get into 7-Eleven without waking up the guy sleeping on the curb by the red box machine.
Is it just a guy, just a man,
Just
like
a
not
man.
even a Snorlax, just a man?
Who can say?
Could be a
Sure.
Snorlax in a coat if he's
Could
one
be
of the 151 Pokemon we're allowing in this game.
By what we established earlier, I think any large man sleeping in a gap is a Snorlax.
Is a Snorlax. To get into the gym that is just behind your local bar, you have to get a bouncer to believe your fake ID is real. And to get into the Waffle House gym, not really any puzzle. That's going to be the first one that you go to.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to walk into a Waffle House at any
You can just
point.
go into Waffle House.
Yeah,
No
really
problem.
Around here, half of them close early now.
The challenge is not getting kicked out of the Waffle House.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I think my only thing I'm going to pick at, Kyle, can the Waffle House be a fighting type? Because it feels like Waffle House is a fighting type gym.
Maybe your Waffle House is a fighting type gym, Todd. my local Waffle House is a fairy type gym.
TikTok showed me a grill cook catching a chair that was thrown at her, and that sticks with me forever. So,
you don't think Pokemon fairy trainers can't hang?
Yeah, Todd.
You know what? I talked about
that I don't think they
feels
can
reductive.
Hang. It just feels like that's not the energy they put forward, you know?
You should look up the fairy type trainer from I think it's from the most recent one.
what's that little monster I talked about? Hoopa? Yeah.
It might be from Sword and Shield. I can't remember.
Hoopa Unbound, isn't that fairy?
Do you know what I'm
fighting?
talking about? Isn't there like the theater coach who is like a monster who's like trains the guy who takes up for her, and he's like, she's running me ragged, something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Kyle?
Yes.
She's like fairy and ghost, maybe, or maybe she's ghost and he's fairy type. I can't remember.
It's Sword and Shield. Yes, it is the fairy.
Solid.
The fairy type gym leader is like looks like an old woman and like takes another trainer under her wing, and the next time you meet that trainer, they are like, oh my god,
Yeah,
get me out of this deal I made.
She's like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was thinking of Hoopa. Hoopa Unbound is
Hoopa
not
Unbound.
fairy fighting, but that's what I was imagining being the boss for a Waffle House. Okay, locations. Andrew, what do you have?
So, because we're following along verbatim the story of George Orwell's Animal Farm,
Verbatim.
Word for word.
The location is, vaguely English countryside, but the actual game of Pokemon Farm, it's going to play a little bit differently than these past centuries. So we're not going to do the usual like 8 gyms to the Elite Four, right? This is the story of the Lechonk named Snowball. So after the tutorial coup, that is the coup that we saw in the tutorial, the Pokemon officially take over the farm, and for a while things are good. That is until Snowball's rival Napoleon begins to sow the seeds of betrayal. And pretty soon, Snowball is ousted from the farm, just like their previous masters, the Joneses. So now it's up to Snowball to hit the streets and find himself some allies to take back the farm. And this is where the meat of the game starts. So we control Snowball through his journey from a lowly Lechonk to rise as a socialist and Marxist figurehead. I mean, a fully grown oink cologne.
That being the evolution is
It's rough.
something.
Yeah. So Snowball, a fully sentient Pokemon, remember, he's going to learn early on how to catch Pokemon, just as his previous human oppressors did. But once we start catching Pokemon, Snowball will show them revolution through explaining how the proletariat is meant to rise above the bourgeoisie and seize the means of production. Now, as the game continues, more and more wild Pokemon will join our side. Snowball will build a movement, like a team of like-minded citizens who have also chosen to break the bonds of oppression and unite in arms against the ruling class. And so the game's climax comes when Snowball finally returns to the farm with his fully developed team of revolutionaries and sees what Napoleon's authoritarian rule has led to. Now, Napoleon, of course, being a fully evolved Grumpig.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing the bloody result of Napoleon's deep-seated paranoia, Snowball and his revolutionaries will battle Napoleon in a winner-takes-all Pokemon battle for the future of the farm. End credits. So really, we've not seen a ton of locations, and it's really just the neighboring areas around the farm and all of the wild Pokemon that live there.
I do have a question, Andrew.
Yep,
So
sure.
You'd said at the beginning, obviously, the Pokemon get the trainer to leave. Trainer's gone.
Yeah.
Kind of brushed over it there, but I do want to come back to it here. Famously, almost all the Pokemon can't really speak.
Famously, at the end of Animal Farm, somehow all the animals
they do
speak.
They do. So what I was going to ask is, to the untrained ear, because obviously we don't have any humans involved in this, if there were a human hearing Lechonk give a compassioned plea to recruit other Pokemon, they would just be hearing it say Lechonk over and over again, correct?
I like to think... Yes.
Well, Todd, if you don't remember the end of Animal Farm, the pigs look like men and the men
look like men and the men look like pigs.
Yeah. And they couldn't decide which one was which. I get it. Yeah.
Four springs good, 2 legs bag.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the bit, right? It's Lechonk, Le proletariat, Lechonk, 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 Le bonds of oppression.
It's
Lechonk, 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 Le meek shall inherit the earth.
It's extra funny because, again, the version that any like passerby would see is just a Lechonk talking to other Lechonks, saying Lechonk, and like, oh, that's cute. And it's like, we will rise up.
Yep.
We will take it back.
Yeah, I like to think hearing the Pokemon speak is how they they rise above and they become they're becoming sentient. Is them learning to take ownership of their own lives and realize that they are now of the means to cease production.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Perfect. I just needed to share what my mental image had become, and I'm glad that we could take a moment to address it.
I'm glad we were all in the same headspace.
Yeah. Matt, what locations are we seeing?
Todd, again, what we are working with here to keep us under budget is what is readily available. And lucky for us, basically every Pokemon fan in the world already signed terms and services that allow us to track their exact location and every movement via their mobile phone. So we are not going to create any new locations for this game. For the first time ever, you will play a fully realized 2D Pokemon adventure in your own town via integration of Pokemon Go, a game that works really well 100% of the time. So, who are the gym leaders that we may see in your town? Maybe it's the sweaty guy that hangs out at the library named Chuck. Maybe it's the guy who works at the Valvoline who walks across to the Little Caesars to make sure he's still in charge of the gym every day.
Canonically, there is a gym leader that is a sweaty guy named Chuck.
Yeah, that has to
go on.
No. Kyle and I have our hands raised. I think we should be recognized now. I'd like to start.
I'll let Matt recognize you two as he wishes.
Consider it recognized. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. 2D version of your hometown of real life. How?
Google Maps.
Yeah.
But
that's what Pokemon Go is.
Are you just saying it? You're just like isometric overview or overhead view?
Yeah, like a 2D Pokemon
2 dimensions.
Game.
My question is, Matt, you're just selling us Pokemon Go, a game that came out 10 years ago.
This is a different game that is fully integrated with Pokemon Go.
You know, it's different. He's right. It's different because he said it is.
Oh, okay. Mike,
I do. No, I mean, no. Fair, be like a story.
Fair is fair here. Matt can both be right and saying nothing at the same time. I want to make that really clear. What he said can be true and also means nothing if he doesn't want it to.
Yeah, just because my game doesn't have a writing credit for George Orwell doesn't mean it isn't going to have a story, Kyle.
My game doesn't have a writing credit for George Orwell. That's Andrew.
Get bet, idiot.
My game, you just take a fun little trip down to your neighborhood Waffle House.
Start a fight. I love the concept of Pokemon readily available.
What's readily available?
Here.
You see a bird, you take a picture, you catch a Tailo. End of game. What more do you want?
That's your
from
bird
me?
now.
Yeah.
It's all the excitement of going to a 7-Eleven and buying a Coke.
That's Kyle's game.
That.
Kyle's game has the 7-Eleven. I don't know what's in your town.
Well, no, Matt just referenced a Valvoline and a Little Caesars, so let's be cool here.
They are different shades of the same coin.
Listen, say nothing else here. We have adhered to a budget. We are coming in under budget based upon we're paying no royalties and maybe even some unintentional brand deals. And I love that.
People are going to owe us money for sure.
People are going to owe us money. We've been saying that for years.
Yeah. We're coming out ahead before we even sell the first copy.
Yeah, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted. When I asked the question, I definitely envisioned these 3 specific options. I do have to get to a conclusion here and a choice, but before I do that, I do have a super secret bonus question, and that is, you said we're going to come ahead in the money. We are ultimately going to have to recoup some of the losses, and we're going to need a PR campaign to get this game sold. So go ahead and tell me, how are we rolling out your game, and what is the tagline? I will take those answers after this break. And we're back. here we are, and we are going to get the way we're going to recoup these losses, because we are going to inherit some amount of debt in making a game, I guess, is how they tell me games are made. What is going to be the PR campaign? How are we rolling out your game? And what is the tagline? We'll start with Kyle.
Yeah, Todd, you kind of hinted at it already. We're doing a brand deal with 7-Eleven and Waffle House. You are going to be able to buy these games exclusively at 7-Eleven convenience stores. You buy them exclusively in a 7-Eleven convenience store, and if you go to your Waffle House, you can and buy a kids menu or the original meal. You get a barcode, and you get one of the DLC packs and a free gotcha coin to roll the dice, so to speak, for your next Pokemon.
I love that your DLC is getting passed out like AOL 90-day discs at a Burger King in 2005. This is incredible. I love this. Andrew.
Coming to every public school library near you. It's going to be a print campaign, the best form of PR, advertising. A print campaign, and it's just one big image of the side of a barn. And on this barn is this crudely painted message in white paint. I clear my throat because it's a lot. Trainers are the only creatures that consume without producing. They do not cut small trees to unblock paths. They do not surf. They are too weak to fly. They cannot flash their way through a dark tunnel. Yet they are lord of all Pokemon. They set them to work, then keep them in a cramped Pokeball to make them subservient and keep the rest for themselves. And then at the bottom is just a little Nintendo logo.
I love that you came here to talk about Animal Farm today. I've enjoyed talking about Animal Farm today. This is great. All right, Matt.
Yeah. So again, the goal with this game is to use what is readily available to us. It is how we picked the Pokemon that we are featuring in this game. It is how we designed and integrated the API of your local town's map right into our game. And of course, we are going to use the advertising materials that are already available to us. That being Hillary Clinton, when we roll out the slogan, Pokemon Go to your local GameStop and buy a copy of Pokemon readily available.
Classic.
Just want to sit with it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a Pokemon Go to the polls joke.
Jesus, that's also been a decade. I thought we were marked safe from that.
No, I think it's only been 9, actually.
No,
that's 2016, baby.
No,
yeah,
it would have been.
Well, I guess, yeah.
We haven't. We might not have hit the like official.
It's not been
10
exactly 10 years.
Yeah,
10-year date.
The upload date on this YouTube video that I'm looking at is from 9 years ago. So
it's 7 months younger than Harambe.
Dead. God.
Do you guys just want to do this in the post show? Is this what we want to do? Just find
what we usually do. Shows
cultural touching stepstones that we didn't realize were 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
These are answers, and I appreciate what you've given me.
They most certainly are.
Thank you.
No, you don't, Todd. Don't lie to us.
I appreciated more of it 5 minutes ago. I'll say that. This appreciation changed. I do have to come up with a decision here. We do have to make a selection as to who is going to headline this budget-friendly Pokemon game. Before I do that, why don't you go around the table and give each other some. Well, first we're going to do closing arguments.
You did my thing. That's the thing I do every episode.
Yeah. We've never missed this. But how about some closing arguments, and then a thing will come after that, and you'll have no idea what's next.
Yeah, Todd, it's Pokemon Standard Issue. Get your Standard Issue Pokemon. We're not wasting precious budget on
he's got a great
copywriters.
Yeah.
Todd, we all agree the thing that will save the children is Wishbone. Don't you want to save the children, Todd?
Time out real quick before I pass to you, Matt. This is my commitment. Anytime Andrew hosts an episode throughout this year, it'll be me making that argument to him of Andrew. My answer is the one that saves the children.
Yeah.
Don't you want to save the children?
If you can tie that together, and if you can close that loop every single time, then you'll get my vote every single time.
Well, there it is.
This I will promise you now.
Yeah, foot stamping this first episode.
If you can commit to that bit, I will commit to letting you win every time.
Yeah. All right. Back to it. Matt, I would like your closing argument as well.
Yeah, Todd, reduce, reuse, recycle. It's the best thing for the environment. It's the best thing for the budget. And if you don't like it, then you must hate the environment and the budget.
I feel like,
don't you want to save the environment, Todd?
Right. Hey, real quick, outside of the bit, Matt, I'm telling you right now, this year, every question you give me, it's going to be about saving the environment. That's my answer. Oh, I hate you guys. Okay, I got to make a choice. Give each other some good vibes.
Andrew, Pokemon Animal Farm is brilliant, genius, no notes, especially with 3 pig Pokemon as your starters. Matt, Pokemon readily available is also very good. I love the idea of like, here's the goldfish that you win at every church festival and county fair, or the spider that is always 5 feet away from you at all times. Good bit. Great job.
I said it earlier and I'll say it again. I appreciate that we all picked the most mundane Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Kyle, not only did you pick a mundane Pokemon, but you went through the effort of finding an actual rock, paper, scissors combo with 3 Pokemon that all have 2 evolutions, which is not something that Matt and me did, or Matt or I did, which I appreciate. That was a level of effort that I was not willing to put in. And I'm not gonna speak for Matt, but I'm guessing he felt the same way. But Pokemon Standard Issue is really good, dude. Having the 7-Eleven as a gym is really funny. The poison water type is inspired. That's very, very
Thank you.
Matt, similarly, Pokemon readily available is it comes back to the first like 2 series of trainers that you find in the wild, where they're always just like a Pidgey and a Rattata or whatever that gen's version of, and it's like it makes you think or makes you remember like, oh yeah, these are just little kids and like woodland creatures that they find, right? Like it reminds you of the mundanity of Pokemon, that it isn't just like capturing God and putting it into a ball. And you've really brought that here, much like capturing an elder god. You've really captured that essence and put that here, and I appreciate that. And the idea that you're gonna, have a poster child of like the one spider Pokemon that I'm looking at and I can't remember its name. I'm looking at the name but I can't remember it. It's very good. So, well done.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go backwards, Kyle. I think that this is probably the right answer. It's everything I wanted my answer to be, but you just did it better, which it goes to show your prowess with this IP, if nothing else. Andrew, after 9 years of this podcast, sometimes I find myself thinking, is there really any more material for us? Like, have we beaten this dead horse? Like, are we over? And then somebody whips out Pokemon Animal Farm. On no other podcast would we combine Pokemon and Animal Farm.
I don't think so.
But we did here today, and I'm forever grateful for you and for that. And thank you.
Happy to serve.
Well, those are some good vibes, and we do have to make a choice, a budget-conscious choice that is going to make us some money. Honorable mention before we get to the decision made. Andrew, we're not making Pokemon Farm, and I want to tell you why. I want to tell you why. I, Todd, love it, and we do agree there is the need for a wishbone. The problem is the kids don't read. Kids don't read.
That
and
is the problem that we should probably fix.
Yeah, though this sort of thing could help bring them to a book, the fear is that none of them have read a book, and so they won't get it. And their parents haven't read books.
Animal Farm's a deep one to throw at them for their first one too.
Yeah, it's definitely a Night Moon or some shit.
Good night, Pokemon.
Good night, Lunatone.
Good night, Lunatone. I couldn't think of Lunatone. You got well done.
Hey, time out real quick. I want to do this bit with you so badly. And I know so few Pokemon. I know so few.
Here's another one that's a little bit easier to grok. To kill a Squawkabilly.
Oh, I had To Kill a Delibird.
That's actually better. So the reason is I looked up Mockingbird Pokemon, and that's what Google gave me.
To Kill
a Delibird is better.
I'm literally, you guys are like sitting around a warm fire inside. I'm standing outside the window. I want to be inside. I want to be inside so bad.
I do have one more.
Yeah, please.
The Oran Berry Tails.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna go with Great Executor, but I don't know if that grokks it up with expectations.
Great Executor
Expectations.
Yeah.
I have the great Magby.
Great Magby.
I that was on my list.
Anyway, Andrew, you didn't win.
Lapras shrugged.
Ooh, Lapras shrugged. I'm saving my personal favorite one for the outro though, so you don't get to hear that one yet.
Andrew, the kids don't read. We can't.
Yeah, we get it. Let's move on. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Matt, we're not going to go with your game either.
Bummer.
And largely because the reality of all these creatures are all around you did really hit people hard when they're like, but we can't see the spiders. And we just kept telling them, well, they're there. And people didn't like that answer. That really upset some people. Though opening people's eyes to the thought that in the Pokemon world, any animal in the wild is yours to steal really has kind of brought up some ethical issues that we're not ready to square. So
you can just go to take the ducks from the park. No one will stop you.
Just do that.
Those could be your ducks.
Yeah.
You don't even need Pokeballs for that. So unfortunately, Matt, we love the vision, but we can't just run with it. That is to say, Kyle, Pokemon Standard Issue will be taking it home today. The 3 types, the evolution, the everyman's Pokemon. In fact, as soon as you said it, a couple interns have just been pulling pieces and parts out of the copy machine to make Pokemon out of
make their own clinks. Yeah.
Their own. Well, yeah, that's what they've been doing. They're calling it clinking, and I don't know if that's derogatory or not. I don't
say
like
that.
It. Might be a sex thing. Don't know. Yep. With that said, Kyle, you win. Forget everything else I said. Only the good stuff. And that'll bring us to the end of our episode. So thank you so much for listening to this season 9 opening Debate This episode. 9 seasons of this. 9 seasons. It's all out there. Skip the first couple because it was rough. We got better somewhere along.
Back half of season 2 is where it gets good. IMHO.
Much like Parks and Rec.
Pretty rough though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe even Always Sunny, right? Because Danny DeVito wasn't in it until season 2.
That's
right.
And we are, if nothing else, the Parks and Rec and Always Sunny of
Danny DeVito of podcasts.
Danny DeVito of podcasts.
Danny DeVito podcast.
In that we love Jersey Mikes. And you can follow along with the arguments on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon at Debate This Cast, and at our website at debatethiscast.com. If you want to support Debate This more, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/debatethiscast, where for the price of $5 a month, you can get access to our monthly Patreon exclusive show, a title that I swore I was never going to say in this podcast, and I'm only going to say it when I'm legally required to. Fellowship This, aka One Does Not Simply Record a Lord of the Rings podcast, there in pod again.
Incredible.
Good.
The SEO goes wild on that one. You can also, of course, get access to all of our past Patreon shows, which includes the full archive of the Deconstructed show, which is a ton of decoms where we do a watch-along podcast with each Disney Channel original movie and talk about it afterwards. Some real heaters and stinkers in there. And of course, this is also in the entire backlog of our D&D show, The Office Drones. Until next time, I'm Todd Thomas.
I'm Kyle, One Flew Over the Swablu's Nest, Harper.
I'm Andrew, Fahrenheit 151, Henderson.
Oh, I did a different thing. I didn't do. And I'm Matt. 2 gears in sync is 1 clink. Cole. I didn't get there.
It's fine. It's fine. We got there together. And we're saying thanks for debating with us. And if you think we're wrong, you can come fight us behind the swing sets, nerds.